Ever run a display campaign that got tons of impressions but zero sales? You're not alone. Most advertisers struggle to get display to actually work. Today, we're going to fix that. Display ads can be powerful for visibility, retargeting, and brand warming, but only when set up right. Without the right setup, targeting, and creative, display campaigns can feel like tossing money into a black box. By the end of this video, you'll know how to 1. Avoid the mistakes that waste budget and drive low-quality traffic, launch a display campaign step by step, and improve targeting, creative, and placements for better results. So let's dive in. Display ads have unique challenges that catch beginners off guard. Mistake number 1, launching smart display first. In reality, it's tempting, but most users say smart display feels like a black box, no real control or learnings. Mistake number 2, skipping audience targeting. In reality, without narrowing down your audience, you'll show up on random mobile games and junk sites, which tank your budget and performance. Mistake number 3, ignoring creative quality. In reality, display ads rely heavily on visuals. Bad design equals bad results. You need multiple sizes, clean layout, and strong call to actions. Mistake number 4, not excluding placements. In reality, many Redditors lose money because their ads show up on irrelevant and accidental click-prone sites, especially mobile apps, so you should fix this early. Ever had a display campaign burn through your budget with no conversions? Drop yep in the comments if this sounds familiar. Now, how do we set up a Google display campaign? Let's walk through the proper setup process, especially if this is your first time. First, you want to start in expert mode. Skip smart mode. It limits what you can control, and expert mode gives you all the real tools you need. Next, you want to choose create a campaign without a goal. This just makes sure Google doesn't push you toward automated stuff you're not ready for. You'll get more control over things like bidding and targeting. After that, you want to select display as your campaign type. Make sure you're picking the actual display option, not discovery or anything else. Then you want to set your target carefully. Don't just pick one audience and call it a day. Combine different ones like interest, in-market buyers, and even custom segments based on the keywords or your competitor URLs. You want to use content exclusions, so make sure your ads don't show up in random mobile games or live streams where no one's paying attention. Block that stuff early, it saves your budget. Then you want to set a frequency cap. Keep it at a 1 or 2 times a day max. You don't want people seeing your ad 10 times and getting annoyed. Then you want to upload multiple ad sizes. Google needs options. Upload the basics like 300 by 250, 728 by 90, 160 by 600, and definitely use a responsive ad too. Finally, you want to check placements after you launch. After a few days, go in and look at where your ads are showing. You'll probably want to block a bunch of low quality sites, especially mobile apps. Skipping exclusions or relying on default settings can ruin your campaign within hours. Treat display setup like a tight filter, not a megaphone. Want us to do a walkthrough of exclusions and audience layering in a future video? Comment interested below. Now let's talk about how to make display ads convert. Display doesn't have to just be a brand awareness tool. It can convert when done right. Here are some creative must-haves. You need a clean layout, no clutter, use simple fonts and clear spacing. You also want a high contrast image. Make sure the visual pops up and doesn't blend into the background. You also want a headline that solves a problem. Say something your customers actually care about, like tired of overpriced gym gear? And of course, you want a strong call to action. Stick with direct stuff like shop now, get the guide, see how it works. You also want to match your landing page. The look, tone, and promise in your ad should feel the same when they click through. Here are some targeting tips. You want to mix remarketing with custom intent audiences. You'll catch both warm and cold traffic, people who visited you and those searching for similar stuff. Create custom audiences using URLs. Use competitor sites, forums, or blogs your audience reads. Now let's talk about bidding strategy. You want to start with manual CPC if you're learning and if you're new. This helps you stay in control while learning, and it keeps costs steady. Switch to target CPA once you've got 30 plus conversions, and that's when Google Smart Bidding actually gets smart. So here's a checklist. Test at least 3 to 5 ad creatives. Try different headlines, visuals, and CTAs to see what sticks. Refresh creatives every 2 or 3 weeks. If performance drops, it's probably ad fatigue. Rotate new visuals and copy regularly. Check placement reports weekly. Block bad placements, especially sketchy mobile apps and random foreign websites. Segment ad groups by intent. Don't throw all audience into one ad group. Break them up by buying stage or behavior. You want to use UTM tags to track results clearly. Helps you know what audience or creative actually brought in the conversions. Watch frequency and click-through rate. If your CTR drops and your frequency goes up, it's time to refresh or tighten targeting. Treat display like cold traffic. Speak to pain points and objections clearly. It's not about being clever, it's about being clear. What creative sizes or formats have worked best for you? Drop your favorite below. Most people think display is broken, but what's really broken is how most people set it up. When you get your targeting, creative, and exclusions right, display can be one of the cheapest ways to stay in front of your audience. Ever made display work for your brand or still struggling? Let's talk in the comments. And if you want more tactical Google videos, hit that subscribe button. If you're not sure your display campaign is working the way it should, there's a link in the description for a free review. We'll take a quick look and point out what needs fixing.